Hi everyone, I'm Stacy Olson and I'm going to share my summative teacher quality project. A little bit about my building. I am at a K-5 building of 422 students. I'm an instructional coach there. 64% of our teachers have 10 plus years of experience and 43% of our staff has master's degrees. This is one of my favorite quotes from Leverage Leadership. It says, "Great leaders make sure that the results of data analysis meetings translate into real classroom changes." Here's some of the student learning data I used to drive my project. We looked at specific domains of Iowa assessments and specifically the extended reasoning domain that calls for kids to use some application, analysis, and evaluating. And when we look at those tougher domains, our kids are not performing as well in those domains in both math and in reading. We also looked at author's craft in the reading domain, and our kids are not performing as well when they have to analyze, synthesize, and evaluate. Last year was our first year to take ACT Aspire. So this is our current 5th grade kiddos, and out of those kiddos, only 4% were in the exceeding category in math and 11% in reading. So based on the student data, I wanted to get some perceptions from our teachers. 92% of our teachers agreed high-level thinking questions are very important. However, only 32% of them discuss them on a regular basis in our PLCs. So based on our perception data and our student learning data, I developed a professional development action plan. The first components of this action plan was to get some background knowledge and to do some learning around higher order thinking questions and effective questioning. So I found some great articles from ACSD that we will spend some time reading and discussing. And as a staff, I would like us to do a book study around the book Collective Efficacy by Jenny Donahoe. Because we need to believe in ourselves and our ability to make change, and we need to believe in our students' ability to make change. And just know that we have high expectations for them, and that if we believe in ourselves and we believe in our students can overcome all the other adversities in their lives and they can be successful. We will also continue with, I created a PowerPoint of effective questioning, so we will incorporate that into every staff meeting. We have 2 staff meetings a month, so every month we will be coming back to that and continually talking about higher level thinking questions, getting some new learning, doing some sharing. Also creating some quick tools that teachers can have in order to encourage them and remind them to ask higher level thinking questions. Another thing we will do is to get teachers to observe one another. We have pockets of excellence in our building of teachers who continually have high-level tasks and ask high-level questions, so we need to get others into their room to learn from them. And we are going to make sure that we continue to use our coaches during our PLC and have them as a support to help us work on developing and planning for high-level thinking questions. So in our PLC form, we are going to add where they write out the questions they're going to use during their lessons, so that we're super intentional about asking those questions and planning for those questions. So when it isn't real easy for us to remember to do that we're intentional and we have those plans available for us. After this first year, I want to go back to the student data, learning data, and see if we've increased in our proficiency in some of those high-level domains, and also to see if we've increased the number of kids that we have in the exceeding category in math and reading on ACT Aspire. I would also like to do some more post-observations and do some post-observation reflections and talk to teachers, and then also to send out that perception survey again to see if their perception has changed after all the professional development that we have done. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I'm looking forward to hearing from yours as well.